Hey guys, this is Goku, and on this channel we talk about poker and we're trying out some nice tools. Today we're trying out GTO Wizard. We've been playing on it for the past few sessions. I really like this tool, I have to say, and so far we haven't been really customizing it almost at all. We're still learning how it works. So with that being said, we're just gonna continue using the trainer, playing versus GTO opponents, and we're not gonna modify it at all. We'll just play the drills as they are. Of course, at some point we will modify it and maybe focus on some specific spots where we make the biggest amount of mistakes, but for now we can just continue. And we open pocket fives under the gun on 25 BBs. We got shoved on by the button and we're folding pocket fives. And there's that. King jack suited. We open from low jack. We got 3-bet by the button. And on this stack depth, I think we're calling this. And the board is very unfavorable to our hand. 6-3 deuce with 2 spades. We're gonna check it. The button continues for a quarter, and I think we should call one bet here. 4 of spades on the turn means we're gonna check. Yeah, we're gonna check. The button checks behind, and 4 of clubs on the river means we should probably try and go for it. And by that I mean bet 2/3. I think so. And we get called by ace king. And we see that GTO score is 51%, and on the river the solver actually prefers to bet smaller. It prefers to bet half pot or it prefers to bet 1/3 of the pot or 10% of the pot. So we should rather go with that. And if we go back to the turn, we see a good option here would be to bet I'm not sure what was the pot then. Okay, so it's here already. So on the turn, the solver likes leading, as we can see, 77% of the time, and just betting 15% of the pot and checking 22%. And if we go back to the flop here, it's folding 70% of the time and calling 30% with our particular hand. Almost no raising is done here. And when it comes to the action on the flop, if we don't check, then we see it's doing quite a bit of leading with this particular hand. So it's leading 50% of the time for a quarter and 14% for half pot, and it's only checking it 35%. So that's important, I think, from this hand to take away. Now ace king on the small blind, obviously on 35 BBs. We're happy to go to play for all chips with ace king. So no, not a lot here. Pocket eights we opened, got shoved on obviously we're calling as well. Pocket tens, again, obvious call on 14 BBs. Not much to say here. King jack off on the cutoff when we face a hijack opening. I think this is only a call. I wouldn't really 3-bet a hand like king jack off. The hijack checks and we see ace 10-7 with 2 spades board. I think we will often try and get this pot here. So I like betting here. We don't really have a spade, so I will bet how much? I will bet maybe this 1/5 of the pot. We get called. Now hijack checks. We see a 4 of diamonds on the turn. Do we continue betting here or do we just give up? I think we can try and bet one time here with our particular hand, and I would go for half pot here. We get called and we hit our queen on the river, but that also completes the flush. We get check from the hijack. Now what do we do here? We lose to all flushes, and what does the villain have here? The villain has here some tens, some maybe missed flush draws which is gonna fold, missed straight draws. Maybe he's got some pocket pairs. I think his range is overall weak here. So what could get called? A third pot bet, I guess. We get called by a third pot bet, and the GTO score for this hand is very bad, 11%. So let's start with the river where we make the biggest mistake. Okay, on the river we should be betting 2/3 or well, it's more than that, 80% of the pot. And the EV actually, well, it's not that big of a difference. As you can see, it's a half BB of EV difference. But yeah, it would be better to bet 60% or 80% than to bet a third pot on this river. And I guess it makes sense. And if we see maybe if we go into studying the spot, if we see the hijack or the cutoff, yeah, the hijack. If we see the hijack's range, we see that he's got quite a bit of aces in his range. And then the missed straight draws and pairs, so he's actually got a lot of trash hands, but ones that can actually, wait, put it here. So these are the trash hands, and wait, what? Yeah, makes sense. And a lot of this he can actually call down, right? Okay. Yeah, now we'll go through a tutorial at some point of this, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't fully understand how this works, but it's very nice to be able to go through such in-depth analysis of the hand, even if I don't understand everything from it. But yeah, let's I guess move on, or maybe let's come back to the action. On the flop. So on the flop we bet a third, a quarter, fifth pot bet, and we see the solver prefers here a larger sizing, 60 or 80%, or a check. The EV is actually quite similar, but okay. And then on the turn, again we bet half pot, and the solver prefers overbetting or checking, which is very interesting. But yeah, overbetting here makes sense, and I can see I already recognize these spots at least a little bit for overbetting, and this hand is good for this gut shot with no backdoors and no possibility even for a top pair. So this kind of hand on such a board and in such a spot is a good over betting candidate usually, but then we see it's a check 50% of the time as well. So let's move on. Queen 4 off, we're gonna fall on the button to an open. 7-3 off, we're gonna fold to an open, super easy. Queen 7 off, again it's a fold from to an open. 9-7, we're gonna open to 2.2 from the button because the action was folded around to us. The big blind checks, and we're gonna continue for a quarter on this board, or maybe we should go larger sizing on this board. I'm gonna go half pot. We get raised, so we fold, and pre-flop actually the solver folds it. Should we really be folding 9-7 off on the button if the action falls to us? Now that's super interesting. Do 9-7 off. Well, it says it's opening 50% of the time, so I don't know. Anyways, okay, it's not. It's folding. 100%. 9-7 off. 9-8 off. It's opening 100%. Okay, so it's actually the cutoff space. It seems like Queen 7 off. We're just opening 30% of that, and then we're not opening, and then 7-5 suited. Yeah, but okay, makes sense. Let's play maybe a few more. Kings are obviously a call. Not much to see here. A7 we opened, A7 suited, we got shoved on from low jack. Can we open fold this? Guess so. Yeah. History, it's 100% fold. Okay. And then 8. We're just gonna fold, and with that maybe let's finish. GTO score 80%, not bad. I think we've had worse sessions, but yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment if you enjoyed, if you have something interesting to comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.